Hey, how y'all doing? It's Tuesday. I hope y'all made it through Monday. Monday was not an easy day for me. I had a rough day Monday. I tried to do a video several times. It just didn't come out. And when I'm halfway through a rant or something, and all of a sudden I just look at the camera and say, oh, to hell with it, and I turn it off. And then I got to start all over. So yesterday I just gave up on the shit because it just wasn't in me. And there's days like that, I reckon. But I'm trying not to make too many of them. Anyway, how y'all like this shirt? Look at this shirt. Thank you, Obama. There's lots of reasons I could say thank you to Obama every day. For one, is reminding me what a great president looks like. What an honest and humble president looks like. That was Obama. He gave us the ACA, Obamacare, that pulled millions into insurance, because there's a lot of shit that we can thank Obama for. But we're not there anymore. We're not in Kansas anymore. The tornadoes done swooped by, grabbed us up, and we're in the land of Oz, baby. And the orange orangutan sits in our office, so everything in the world is kind of off. So what's he up to? I did it again. I'm telling you, sometimes I put the mouth in second gear, and the brain is still up there in first gear. Ain't got moved yet. Ain't got the RPM up there to move it yet. I forgot to tell you who the shirt was. The shirt is from Allura and Andre Lapierre. I love that name. I love all their names. Allura, that's a pretty name. Andre Lapierre. How much more French can you get than that? I like anything French, and that's Lapierre. They're from Derby Line, Vermont. And she's the one that sent us this shirt. She has sent gifts before, and we really appreciate her. She lives right there on the border there. Her husband is Canadian. She's American, but I believe she's supposed to be taking her Canadian citizenship pretty soon. And we can't ask for a better supporter than Allura. She's always in the comments. Thank you, Allura, and I'm sorry, I apologize, because I'm just putting my mouth in gear. So get back to the video, and I'll try to do better next time. Thank you. Well, Donnie's out tweeting because we knew that General Kelly wasn't going to have the big enough balls to slap the phone out of his hand to knock some sense into Donnie every time he picks up the little Twitter feed, because that's where Donnie puts out his message to his little minions. But Donnie this morning tweeted out some shit about North Korea, about how they're loading missiles on their ships. He tweeted out classified information. I know the president could unclassify anything he wants. But do you think for 1 second that Donnie thought this out? That he said, yes, I know this is classified, but I think it'll do this kind of reaction, so I'm going to do... No, he didn't have that train of thought. He doesn't think about what's classified or what's not. It doesn't matter to him. He's president. He did the same thing with the Russians. He'll just outright tell you the classified information. That's Donnie the Dick. That's what he does. His little Twitter, he doesn't care. Nikki Haley said it was a shame that classified information. And not only that, he tweeted out an anonymous source. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? After all the whining and crying that the little orange orangutan king toddler has done about anonymous sources. Oh, you can't trust them. And then you turn around and tweet out an anonymous source, Donnie? Well, shit, you just lie about everything, don't you? You make shit up. Republicans are not happy about that this morning. There were several of them on the news this morning. What do you think about Donnie's tweeting out this stuff about North Korea information? Oh, well, that wasn't smart. That doesn't make me happy. Yeah, it doesn't make them happy, Donnie. You're just out there tweeting out shit. You are an ignorant thing, aren't you, son? You don't know what How do you know what email classified information was with Hillary? You don't even know what the hell classified means, Donnie, and you don't give a shit. He's losing in the poll numbers, though. That's all over the news this morning. 73% of Americans do not trust the message coming out of the White House. They don't believe what the White House says. 73%. Remember, he's got 25% of his little minions that are cockroaches that aren't going to, that number won't change. So you always have to deduct that 25% of his poll ratings from his approval ratings, because they don't give a shit how bad he is. He's just not a black guy. And that's all that shit was everything about Hillary. I voted against Hillary because, well, she was a crook. No, you voted against Hillary because she was following the black guy that you hate so much. The one that you went ape over. That, oh, he's a Kenyan. Oh, he's a Muslim. He wasn't born in America. All that bullshit. That's why you jumped on the Trump train, the white supremacist Klan supporting Trump train, because you didn't like the black guy. And this is what it's brought us. 73% of America do not believe the lying shit that comes out of that house. That's pitiful. He's got the lowest, 64% of them are not proud. I wrote that down. 64% of Americans are not proud. Shit, I hope the other ones are maybe somewhat not proud, or I don't know. I can't think of anybody except those cockroaches that could be proud of this man for any damn thing. In the first 6 months, he's got the lowest approval rating since Eisenhower. Eisenhower had 73% approval rating. Obama, 6 months in, had 56% approval rating. That's pretty good. Yeah. Donnie's got 38, and some saying about 36 now, because his ass is dropping all the time. You think everybody wants to have their ass tied around with that anchor on them? Hell no, them Republicans and everybody's going to start dumping his ass, and you know they will. Pence is already trying to separate himself. That's what the news said this morning. Pence seeks to separate himself from Donnie. Yeah, because he's going to get that Trump shit smeared off of him, and Mikey Boy thinks that as soon as Donnie gets thrown out or arrested or quits or whatever, then Mikey Boy's going to run right in there, because Mike don't know shit about nothing. He's making these overseas trips over there, foreigners, and they liking him. They think he's a pretty good guy. Yeah, Trump will knock that shit off real quick if they think Pence is doing it. But he's already raised $1 million for his political committee. What are you raising funds for there? Aren't you the underticket? Aren't you the second, the vice president for old Donnie Boy in 2020? Ain't that what it was supposed to be there? No, I think Mikey Boy, he's trying to keep his ass away from a sinking ship. But he's tied that anchor around his neck several times, so he ain't getting it. Feel like something crawling in my beard. Anyway, he raised $1 million. And when he was asked, are you getting ready to run for 2020, he said, categorically false. Well, that's a sure bet he's going to run. Oh, I am not categorically false. No, I'm not going to do that. You can bet your ass he's thinking about it. He knows what Trump's poll numbers are doing. If they sustain, which they won't, they're going to sink lower. And a good indication of that is there was another story put out by Newsweek that I guess they monitor this shit because they know who the Russian bots are. Well, the Russian bots are kind of turning against the Republicans, because they started it out this morning or yesterday, putting the hashtag out, resign Paul Ryan. Hashtag Paul Ryan resign. Now, why are they doing that? Well, because they're pissed off about the sanctions. Donnie Boy was supposed to veto the sanctions, but the Congress and them made it veto-proof. So now they got to attack the Congress. The Russians are going to start attacking Republican congressmen and senator? Is that the game that they're going to play now? Y'all got in bed with them, and now y'all going to get your ass bit by it. There's going to be big Russian bite marks in your ass from that shit. Yeah, you better start doing something about the cyber capability of Russia hacking our election in 2018, because it's coming. I don't see any activity out there. The only thing I see is the President's Commission on Voter Fraud, where he thinks millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people voted illegally, because that's all up in Donnie's head. If Donnie doesn't win the masses of everything and hear him cheering for him, Donnie thinks somebody's cheating. That's how come he attacks the news. That's how come he attacks anybody that says anything about him, is because Donnie and Donnie's little made-up mind up here, Donnie thinks the world worships him. Worships him, and some of them do. Obama read me some stupid comment by some lady that was talking about Trump and said that his hair is like a golden Cadillac. Are you shitting me? Lift that freaking rug up. Yeah, it don't look so pretty, baby. But that's what they're comparing him to, his hair? Are you shitting me? Yeah, they're in love with him. They don't give a shit about his policies. They don't care about anything. He's the one that said Obama wasn't a real American. he's the one that stands up for the white nationalists and the cockroaches and the Klan and all those other deplorables. Because that's exactly, every time I see that shirt, I'll call you out, baby. Hey, by the way, the Texas bathroom bill is going to fail. I was very happy to see that news today. The legislation here in Texas doesn't have the votes because it's about money. It's about money. It's just like North Carolina's bathroom bill. It's a bunch of bullshit. I don't know what Greg Abbott wants to do. What, set up a toll booth right outside every public bathroom where you got to show your ID there, Greg, to get in there? And if they're not satisfied with ID, well, you got to lift up whatever you got there, check under the hood. Because that's what Greg Abbott thinks the transgender bill is. It's all about sex to him. It's all about sex with all those religious right-wing nuts that we have here in Texas, that only, my God, they got to bring the Bible into everything. I've never seen a story where a transgender person attacked anybody in a bathroom. They're going in there to take a shit, Donnie, or Greg. That's what, Donnie too. I don't trust his ass either, transgender cancer. Kiss my ass, Donnie. But that's it. IBM, Amazon, Apple, Dell, Microsoft, Facebook, and American Airlines, Southwest Airlines, and United Airlines are already threatening to pull their shit out of Texas, their corporate office. That's a lot of people, baby. If they continue with this bathroom bill. So yeah, a lot of them Republican local congressmen and stuff up in the State House are going to vote against this shit because they don't want to lose all the money. And it's just like that. You can't have money and religion both, baby. You got to make a pick. Either you're a staunch religious person who's deathly against transgender people because God forbid it, or you like money. And they like the money more, baby. I'll tell you what, that's how come them evangelicals have tied up with the right wing. Because it's about the money, baby. All they have to do is wave a Bible and a flag, and you're going to dig into your wallet and give it all to them. And they're laughing it all the way to the bank. Pat Robertson, whew, he says there's a conspiracy against Fox News. Oh my God, Fox News got a conspiracy. Why? Because Eric Bolling has got sexual harassment charges. Now, he also thinks the same thing about Bill O'Reilly and Roger Ailes, because it's a conspiracy that these lefties are framing O'Reilly and Ailes, and now Eric Bolling. He's out there for sending those pics, you know, of his private parts, you know, sending them to them ladies because he knows that's what they love, that's what they want. Are you shitting me? Yep, Pat Robertson. That tells you how low these religious people have gone with their big evangelical clubs, the 700 Club and all that. If they're supporting Donald Trump and people like Eric Bolling, they're making excuses for them. No, they're not preaching Jesus no more. They're preaching the almighty dollar. Send your donations in, and we'll save Fox News. I can hear it now. And the reason that Pat Robertson said that he can't be guilty of this is because he's been on the 700 Club, and he's Catholic. Are you shitting me, Pat? Have you seen how many Catholic priests have been charged with child molestation? Are you shitting me? He can't be a sexual predator because he's a Catholic? Oh my God, buddy, you got a lot to learn. Doesn't matter what religion it is, Catholic, Baptist, Presbyterian, Presbyterian, any kind of sauce you want on that. They all have their particular little hang-ups there. But this shit of following this golden idol of Trump, that just shows you where they are. And anyway, I want to point out the fact that, yes, I got a letter from Tammy Ames. Tammy Ames, she is up in Elmira, New York. She sent me a letter. As a matter of fact, I put her picture right up there. She's a selfie there with some guy named Sammy Coates. Who's that? I don't know. Vaguely familiar. Maybe he's a ball player or something. I think he might play for one of those Eastern football. I'm just teasing. He plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he's got a name, baby. He's got a name because he's got a record. And that's her posing with him up there. And oh, by the way, Kathy Larkin, I found my Planned Parenthood sticker, got it up there too. But she wrote me a nice letter, sent me a bunch of pictures. She asked me if I'd ever been to the Pearl Harbor Museum Memorial in Hawaii. I was a young sailor there in the early 70s, stationed in Hawaii. And it's a rite of passage if you're a sailor. and you're in Hawaii, well, you got to go pay homage, and you should. But she sent me some pictures of her son, who was over there. I think that's New Jersey, that her son is standing on. And she sent me some pictures of the museum and everything else. And then for some reason, this one's got a note on it. It says, oh, gee, she didn't know how this picture got in there. Yeah, I know how this picture got in there, Tammy. It's some kind of indication. What is this? That's a six Super Bowl trophies. I'm thinking she's trying to give me a hint that they hold some kind of record. Dallas has got 5, baby, but the season's just beginning. She's picking on me a little bit for the number they have and the number we have. She knows I'm a Dallas fan, and she also included, that's a 2012 top. That's a tradable card right there. That's pretty neat. When Dallas took the division championships, they did not win the Super Bowl that year. I'm not happy, and I won't be happy until we get another one, so we can match you, Tammy. And I have a friend up there, Amy Werner. And now you can jump in the mix if you want, because come football time, we will be bantering back and forth on Messenger. I'll support you just as long as they ain't playing up against the Cowboys. And then I have to make my apologies early, dear, because I am a big Dallas fan and always have been. Mama's a Houston Texans fan, and everything's fine until Dallas and Houston play, and then it's shut your mouth and watch the game. So, but anyway, I enjoy getting your letters. I enjoy getting the cards and the pictures that I get from people, T-shirts and everything. I'm really attached to this Blue Dot family that we've made. And if you're waiting on a shirt, I got problems with the printer. We put out that shirt. We haven't gotten enough orders for an initial print. So I'm down there arguing with the guy, so everything is going to be late. He's saying, we ain't got to know, we can't do it, and blah, blah, blah. So I've got to do something else because he's just making me look bad, and I can't keep up with that. So if you're waiting on a shirt, I got to switch to Plan B, and as soon as I figure out Plan B, I'll let you know. But we won't let you down. Anyway, Blue Dots around the world. Let me see. I think I got everything. Pat Robertson, bathroom bill, Trump's the... Oh, it's not a vacation. Donnie wants you to know. It's not a vacation. He's not on vacation. Yeah, he's on vacation. The lazy boy sitting in his recliner with his Cheetos and his diet drink and his Happy Meal, I guess. Yeah, he's on vacation from reality, and he has been for a long-ass time. Anyway, you Republicans kick his ass out of there. Blue Dots around the world, around the country. Thanks so much for watching, for listening every day. For every one of you that gives me an ear, it just furthers our message, and we try to get it out there as far as we can. His numbers are tanking. We're winning, baby. It's going slow some days, it seems like, but we're winning. His support will drop more and more until it'll get down somewhere around that 25% of his little minions that will follow him regardless of what. The rest of those Republicans are really getting edgy because it's not worth it to tie an anchor around your neck and then put on a life preserver. It ain't going to help you, baby. That anchor's heavy. It'll pull that life preserver down. So whatever that Republican's trying to hang on to, baby, you better dump the anchor first before you start trying to tread water. It ain't going to work. Anyway, stay after it. Got my letter mail this morning. I'll take a picture of it. I have a picture of it. I'm going to do another one to the justice guy out there in West Virginia. I didn't get it done yesterday. Just a busy day and rough day. So I wasn't into anything. Anyway, I better cut this off. Getting long-winded. Stay united, stay active, keep the message going, and spread it every day because we have to. It's our duty. It's our American pride at stake, and I want it back. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Like, share, and subscribe. John Bertavo of Blue Dot in Texas. Go by John Bertavo Speaks. Don's Facebook page over there, and Twitter. And anywhere else I can scream it out the window at. Let's get this man out of our house. We'll see y'all later. Bye.